Hey, good morning, everybody. Bill Unich bringing you Mindset Monday. Hey, I hope you had a great 4th of July holiday as we are back here beginning a brand new week. And so today I know, probably a little bit of clickbait on my title for Mindset Monday of how to be the most popular person in any room. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share with you how to do that. And it's probably different than the way that you think it's going to be. So let me ask you a question. Have you been in any situation? So that could be like at a networking function. It could be at a party, a dinner party at someone's house. And there's always at least that one person that's there that's always talking about themselves, how great their life is, how smart they are, how wonderful, all of these things, right? And it's always about themselves. They never ask a question about anybody else. It's just them basically spewing everything wonderful and great about them. Now, I hope that's not you, but I'm going to tell you, here's another secret is at some point in time, that's been you. You know why? Because I know it's been me. And the issue is that a lot of times is that, when we're in these situations, we all love talking about ourselves. It's human nature to do that. And someone asks us this question and then, we're off to the races, telling them a story or telling them about something. And so what I want to share with you today is how to turn that around. And you do that by being more interested than interesting. Now, I'm going to say that again for those in the back. Be more interested than interesting. And so how do we do that? Well, we do that by asking questions. So the next time that you are at some networking event, if you're in your business, at a dinner party or somewhere where you're at in your meetings and you meet someone and start just asking them questions about themselves. And what you're going to notice is that people are going to engage you in conversation. What happens is that when we start talking nonstop about or bragging, and I know we don't do it probably intentionally, which I hope most of us don't, do that. It's just human nature, right? To start talking, and we forget to actually ask questions to the other person. And so what I have found now over these many years, and I'm still, trust me, still working on that, is in that situation is just asking people, hey, tell me more about that. Hey, how did you get started in that line of work? Oh, hey, tell me more. Like, how did your kids get involved in, right? Whatever that is. And I promise you, if you will start doing that and that being more interested is that we're asking questions. We're more interesting in the person in front of us than being interesting by us telling about ourselves and how great and how wonderful. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that if someone doesn't ask you a question about yourself, right, is to answer the question. But the issue is always be thinking in your mind is, how do I throw that back to them? Is you want to share and then ask them another question. And it's kind of like I'm old. So, there's used to be a game, like hot potato is like, right. I don't want to be hanging on to the potato. I get it. And I want to get it out of my hands. It's the same thing. If we will do that when we're with people, is that if we'll just hot potato that thing, and it's a good image, right? Is to not hold the conversation too long, because the longer that we hold it, then it's us being more interesting than being interested. And so the next time you're in a situation like that, doesn't matter where you're at. It could be, being just one-on-one, face-to-face with somebody, having somebody that you first met in a conversation. It works in every situation, right? With other than you're just by yourself. Right, is being in front of others. And what will happen is as you do that, people will like, wow, that was a really great conversation I had with that person. And you know why? Is because then it wasn't all about you. Okay. And that's one of our challenges, is that a lot of times is we want it to be around about us. We think the world, we're the center of the universe. And unfortunately, that's not the case. And it really works that way, especially if we want to engage, we want to get to know other people. And we do that. It's just by asking questions. And the simple phrase is, hey, tell me more about that. Right. And people will. Why? Is because if someone does that to you, now be careful, because if somebody else has been watching this Mindset Monday, they may do that to you. It's like, hey, tell me more. And then you're going to want to, right? You're going to want to get going down the road on that. But remember, the hot potato is like, answer the question. Don't go in a 20-minute dissertation. throw it back to the other person with another question. So that's how the secret today on Mindset Monday is how to be the most popular person in the room. And it is by being more interested than being interesting. So hope that helps. Go out and use that. Let me know, hey, if that works for you. Drop me a comment. I'd love to hear how that may work for you. And as always, hey, thanks for watching. Go out, make it an amazing week, and I'll see everybody back here